heart and soul of the game is at the boxing voice. Ain't no other sight in the game could see the boxing voice.
BoxingVoice.com, live with Brett Yormark. Brett, I wanted to ask, how did the situation with bringing Cotto to the Barclays Center come together? I mean, obviously your brother, is his promoter, but did you still have to place an offer and compete with Madison Square Garden?
No, there was no offer. Miguel Cotto was looking for something different. He has heard some incredible things about Barclays Center and the fact that we truly are becoming a destination for big-time events. Michael called me and said, hey, we'd love to come into your building on June 6th, and listen, you support your brother when you can. So I said, Mike, obviously we have a fight on the 29th, but if you're not concerned going week to, back to back, it's fine. We'll make it work at Barclays Center, and we did. And we're very excited about bringing two world-class fights to Barclays Center on the 29th with Khan and Algieri, and then back again, obviously, with Miguel on the 6th.
Now, with the Cotto Rock Nation deal, it's obviously a 3-fight deal. Did you yourself make that 3-fight deal for the Barclays Center, or are you treating it one fight at a time?
One fight at a time. This was a request for the 6th. Obviously, we're thrilled to be working with them, but it was a one-fight deal.
And for other Brooklyn boxing, has it always been the way that you do business is one fight at a time, or do you do exclusive deals with any of these other promoters that have frequented the Barclays Center, like Golden Boy and Banner Promotions?
We're an open room. I mean, we'll work with anyone. I mean, for us, it comes down to a couple of things. One, we want Brooklyn fighters on the card because Barclays Center should be an aspirational place for those that grow up in and around Brooklyn and to aspire to be in our ring. We also want to bring fights that have national significance, but we want great fights. We want fights that, in some respects, are 50-50 fights where you go in not knowing who's going to win, and it's a compelling event and it creates drama. If you think about the fight that's at MSG in a couple of weeks, that might be a one-rounder. That doesn't work for us. We want compelling fights that have drama, and they create a lot of attention from the fans because you just don't know, and that's what we're looking for.
Last question. I know you're pressed for time. You spoke of competitiveness and being aggressive. What happened with the Floyd Mayweather? Why couldn't you bring him from Vegas to New York City? There was a lot of rumor the Barclays Center was being aggressive. What happened?
Well, listen, we keep trying. Floyd's become a personal friend now. I think the world of him. He's been at Barclays Center for quite a few events, Nets games, the All-Star Weekend, etc. We made a significant offer to Floyd, for one of his previous fights. It didn't work out. And what I've learned is that Floyd's very loyal to the MGM. There's a convenience factor there. He gets out of bed, he gets in his car, he drives a short distance, and he ends up at the MGM. And I can't necessarily afford him that opportunity, but I do think that at some point in time before he's done, he will fight in Brooklyn, because I think being able to come to New York and do it on the biggest stage in the world is something that would be a crowning moment for his career. So I still have hopes that he'll ultimately get to Barclays Center.
Well, he is a car guy, and MGM Grand gave him a Bugatti. What does Brett have in store for him for his next fight down in September? He probably got to wet his whistle a little bit.
All I can offer him is great marketing, great promotion, and the best building in the world.
Well, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.